Good morning, dear student. Today we will discuss about internet access. So, what is internet access? Internet access is the process that enables individuals and organizations to connect to the internet using computer terminals. Or you can say terminal means other computer, it can be mobile device or by sometimes it can be a computer network. So once connected to the internet, user can access internet services such as email and the World Wide Web. Internet service provider ISP offers internet access to various technology that offers a wide range of data transfer speed. So technology is developing rapidly and methods for connecting to the internet change almost daily. The following type of connections are almost commonly available. First one is gateway access, second one is dial-up connection, third one is direct least connection, fourth one is DSL, fifth one is cable modern connection, and sixth one is VSAT. Then next is your wireless internet access. So these are the technology developing rapidly and method for connecting to the internet change almost daily. The following types of connections are almost commonly available. So by using this technology, we can connect to the internet. So first one is gateway access. What do you mean by gateway access? So gateway access is also known as level 1 connection. It is the access to the internet from a network which is not to the internet. The gateway allow two different types of network or talk to each other. But the user of the gateway internet have limited access to the internet. They might not be able to use all of the tools available in the internet. The local internet service provider normally defines this limitation. So good example of network with level 1 connectivity with India is the BSNL, Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, and all access to the internet from India through BSNL gateway. So another is your dial-up connection. What is dial-up connection? Dial-up connection is also known as level 2 connection. This provides connection to internet through dial-up terminal connection. Data is transmitted through an analog phone connection. Data is transmitted through an analog phone connection. You connect to the internet by using your phone line to dial into the ISP internet service provider line. This connection allows only one computer at a time or per line to be connected. When the line is connected to the internet, voice communication would not be available over it. So 56K modem access is now widely available and supported by the most IPS. It allows user to surf the web at 56 kbps with graphics. So this type of connection is also known as remote modern access connection. So this type of connection can further be divided into three categories. First one is cell connection. In this type of internet connection, the user will get only a textual matter of web page. This connection does not support graphic display. Cell accounts were the only type of internet access available for many years before the internet entered into the world of graphics and become more user friendly. Another is TCP/IP connection. Today's graphical World Wide Web browser provides easier access with multimedia, sound, and picture. The major difference between Cell and TCP/IP account is that Cell account can only display text and does not support graphics display, whereas TCP/IP can display both. ISDN Integrated Services Digital Network offers internet connectivity at speed at up to 128 kbps through the user of digital phone lines. So ISDN is a dial-up service that has been provided by telephone companies for many years. To access any of this dial-up account, you need to following. You need to do the following. First is computer, modem, telephone connection, cells or TCP/IP or ISDN account from the ISP, and internet client software such as internet browser. So these are the five things we have to need for your connection. Another is your direct list connection. What is this? So direct list connection is also known as direct internet access or level 3 connection. It is a uh, secure, dedicated, and most expensive level of internet connection. With less connection, your computer is dedicatedly and directly connected to the internet using high-speed transmission line. It is one line 24 into 7, 24 hours a day, 7 day a week basis. So direct access can be availed in one of the following two ways. So dial-up IP direct access, dial-up IP direct access uses a modem and telephone lines. You also need special software to enable internet connectivity conforming to serial lines in internet protocol or point-to-point protocol. These internet standards provide direct connection through telephone lines, and use of dial-up IP is growing rapidly. The second way of obtaining direct access to the connection your computer to a local area network that has internet connectivity. Most people in universities and corporations use this method. Another is your DSL connection. What do you mean by DSL connection? Digital subscriber line (DSL) is a family of technologies that provides digital data transmission over the wire of a local telephone network. In telecommunication marketing, the term DSL is widely understood to mean asymmetric digital service subscriber line. The most commonly installed DSL technology. This service delivers voice and data simultaneously over the smart telephone line. This is possible because DSL uses higher frequency band for data and lower band for voice. Separate them by filtering. This enables simultaneous use of the telephones and data. The data bit rate of consumer DSL services typically ranges from 256 kilobyte per second to 40 megabits per second in the direction to the customer. In ADSL, the data throughout in the upstream direction, the direction to the service provider is lower, hence the designation of asymmetric service in asymmetric digital subscriber line services, the downstream and upstream data rates are equal. Another advantage of DSL connection is security. Unlike cable modem, each subscriber can be configured so that it will not be on the same network. In some cable modem network, other computer on the cable modem networks are left visibly vulnerable and are easily susceptible to break in as well as data destruction. Integration DSL will easily interfere with ATM and WAN technology, high bandwidth, cheap line charges from the phone company, good for busty traffic patterns. Next is disadvantages. No proper standardization. A person moving from one place to another, an area to another might find that their DSL modem is just another powerful customer may have to buy new equipment to simply change the ISP. Expensive installation cost, including the modem, is high, and depend on distance. The further you live from the DSLM SS multiplexer, the lower the data rate. Another is your cable modem connection. A cable modem is a type of network bridge and modem that provides the directional data communication via radio frequency channel and frog infrastructure called primarily used to deliver broadband internet access in the form of your internet, taking advantage of the high bandwidth of HFS and RFOG network. The cable TV company Otel Communication in Odisha runs a coaxial cable into the building to deliver their internet service. Although from the same coax that provides cable TV service, most companies allow a splitter outside of the building and runs two cables in. Rather than using a splitter at the setup box, the coax terminates at the cable modem. In most circumstances, the cable modem attaches directly to the user's computer. It is a LAN is present on the premises. Some sort of router can be connected in our cable modem. So cable connection provides high-speed data transfer from the internet to your computer, but are slower than sending data from one computer to another network. Additionally, the transfer rate are affected by the subscriber online simultaneously. All connections originates on the part street, so signal degrades as more subscriber are come in the line. So next is your can we use that individual subscriber to connect to one computer on to the one line or can be used to connect multiple computers in a building or to the internet. Some of the features of cable internet connection are outlined below. Always connected. So a cable modem connection is always connected to the internet. This is advantageous because you do not have to wait for your computer to log on to onto the internet. However, this also has the disadvantage of making your computer more vulnerable to hackers. Broadband cable modem transmit and receive data as digital packets, meaning they provide high-speed internet access. This makes cable modem connection much faster than a traditional dial-up connection. Bandwidth. Cable modem has the potential to receive data from their cable providers at speed greater than 30 megabits per second. Cable lengths are shared by all of the cable modem users in a given area. Thus, the connection speed varies depending upon the number of other people using the internet and the account of data they are receiving and transmitting. Then file transfer capability. Downloads may be faster, but uploads are typically slower since the same lines are used to transmit data to and from the modem. Priority is often given to the data traveling in one direction. Signal integrity. Cable internet can be transmitted along distances with little signal degradation. This means the quality of the internet signal is not significantly decreased by the distance of the modem from the cable provider. Routing. Cable router allow multiple computers to be hooked up to one cable modem, allow several devices to be directly connected through a single modem. Wireless routers can also be attached to your cable modem. So VSAT, very small aperture terminal. VSAT is an earthbound station used in satellite communication of data, voice, and video signal, excluding broadcast television. A VSAT consists of two but a transceiver that is placed outdoor in the direct line of sight to the satellite, and a device that is placed in indoor to interface the transceiver with the end user communication device such as PC. So this transceiver receive and send a signal to the satellite transponder in the sky. The satellite sends and receives signals from the ground station computer that act as a hub for the system. Each end user is interconnected with the hub station via the satellite, forming a star topology. The hub controls the entire operation of the network for one end user to communicate with another. Each transmission has to first go to the hub station and then retransmit it via the satellite to the other user heads. So advantages of this satellite communication system have some advantages that can be exploited for the provision of connectivity. These are cost insensitive to distance, signal, single platform service delivery, flexibility of upgradable and lower incremental cost per unit. Disadvantages are, however, like all systems, there are disadvantages also. Some of these are high startup cost, hubs and basic element must be in place before the service can provide it. Higher than normal risk profile, severe regulatory restriction imposed by countries that prevents VSAT network and solution from searching critical mass and therefore portability. So some service quality limitations such as high signal delay, latency, natural availability limits that can be migrated against lack of skill required in the developing world to design, install, and maintain satellite communication system adequately. So broadband internet access, often shortened to just broadband, is simply defined as internet access that is always on and faster than the traditional dial-up access, and so covers a wide range of technology. Broadband connections are typically made using a computer's built-in Ethernet networking capability or by using the NSC expansion card. Next is your most broadband service provider provides a continuous always on connection. There is no dial in process required and does not interfere with voice use of phone lines. Broadband provides improved access to the internet service such as faster worldwide web browsing, faster downloading of document, photographs, video and other large file, telephony, radio, television and video conferencing, virtual private network and remote system administration, online gaming, especially massive multiplayer online role playing games which are interaction intensive. Okay, the broadband technology in widest use are ADSL and cable internet access. Newer technology include VDSL and optical fiber extended closer to the subscriber in both telephone and cable plans. Fiber optics communication has played a crucial role in enabling broadband internet access by making transmission of information at very high data rates over long distance much more cost effective than upper wire technology. Newer technology being deployed for fixed and mobile broadband access, including WiMAX, LTE, and fixed wireless. Motorola company, and starting roughly 2006, mobile broadband access is increasingly available at the customer level. Another is wireless internet access. Wireless is a high-speed technology that transmits data over radio waves. So wireless transmission can be used to provide connectivity from an ISP to an entire building. However, service will be dependent on the existence of a clear line of sight between ISP and the building. Within a building, a wireless local network can connect multiple computers to each other and to the internet. Internet access is also being delivered through mobile phone towers to computer, mobile phone to other digital device using portable modem. Some mobile devices allow more than one device to be connected to the internet using a single cellular connection using a process called uh, gathering. The modem may be built into a laptop computer, tablet, mobile phones, and other devices. So added to some devices using PC card, USB modem and USB sticks and dongles or separate wireless modem can be used. In areas not served by ADLC or cable, some community organization and local government are installing Wi-Fi network. So wireless and satellite internets are often used in rural development and other hard to serve area where internet is not rapidly available. So role of internet service provider, ISP. The internet started up as a closed network between government research laboratory and relevant parts of the university. It got popular, and the university and colleges started giving more of their members access to it. As a result, commercial internet service provider must to provide access for mainly those who missed their university account. It claimed that the world was first commercial ISP in 1989. Telerama, founded in 1991, claims to be the world's third internet service provider. ISP employs a range of technology to enable consumer to connect to their network for home users. The most popular options include dial-up, DSL, typical ADSL, broadband wireless access, cable modem, ISDN for a customer who have more demanding requirements such as medium to large businesses or other ISP or DSL Ethernet, Metro Ethernet, Gigabit Ethernet, frame relay, ISDN, ATM, satellite internet access, and OSNet. SONET are more likely with the increasing popularity of downloading music and online video and the general demand for faster page load. Higher bandwidth connections have become more popular. So just as their customer pay them for internet access, ISP themselves pay upstream ISP to internet access. Uh, so in the simplest case, a single connection is established to an upstream ISP using one of the technologies described above, and the ISP uses this connection to send more receive any data to form a part of the internet. Thank you.